last little short video for today so me and my son can wind out and just relax for the afternoon. We're always relaxing. We're inside the house. Well, like I say, he looked it up. He realized that just having a roof over our head, clothes on our back, and food to eat. He said he's happy. He said we're pretty much richer than 75% of the country. If you notice what's going on around the world, wars and famine in other lands around the world, we're blessed. So everything else, like I say, man, in God's timing. In God's timing. As long as he say he's happy, I know I do. I wish that the antics that my dad and my uncle, I feel like they try to separate us. And I don't understand the reason for that. Why they've always kept trying to come between us. I don't know if it bothers their spirit, man, to see me and my son bond together. But I feel like they go above and beyond to try to make my situation worse than what it actually is. And I've been very, very, very sober for a very long time, but it's like people would rather see you out there under some type of substance because it gives them leverage to make, it makes them feel like a bigger man, to feel like they have something over you. Like I say, I might have a beer or two. I might give me like my little wine every now and then. But that right there in the Bible, you gotta remember, he did turn. We don't focus so much on the scripture, but the Bible, like I say, comes with blessings and curses, but it also comes, you can interpret that two different ways. He did turn the water to wine. So it just says in the text, do not be a drunkard, and you give a strong drink. It's what you do not give to a Christian. It says try to remain sober. And that goes, sometimes it's very important to remain sober so you don't put you, especially in certain environments, because sometimes people will walk around like a roaring lion trying to devour you, trying to see you at your lowest point, to sneak in and try to attack you. So that's one thing, you have to remain to be sober. And that's what I try to teach my son. A lot of the teaching, it starts at home. Well, when a lot of the older men got jobs, they spent so much time away from home and they let the schools raise them. But when they got home, those children were alone that had free will. Then they're just leaving the rest of the world to raise their children and program them the way they want to. It's easy, and you notice they took prayer and the Bibles and all this stuff out of school and filled it with everything else. At the end of the day, I've had a lot of things stolen from me, resources. I'm just trying to be there so my son knows my presence is more important than any gift that I could ever give him. I ask him all the time, "Are you happy, son?"
Yes.
Do you wish that people would stop trying to come between us?
Yes.
I know you had to think about that one, and that you had to comprehend what I was asking. But are you happy that? Am I doing a good enough job for you as a father?
Yes.
I know I could be out there and be very, very busy.
Good.
Exactly. But the more busy I am, is when the older people in my life will sneak in and try to make it seem like I'm out of place. And that's what stirs up the confusion within my life. If at the end of the day, like I say, when it comes down to me and his mother, I really truly don't even know how she truly felt about me towards the end. Because I remember talking to her that Monday night, and I woke up that Tuesday morning. Her daughter was calling me and saying that her mother was unresponsive. So when I finally made it here to the house, the scene was so unreal to me. And that image stuck with me. And I had to, like I say, I had to deal with the grief, postpartum, because men go through that too. And that, I was diagnosed with PTSD. So some of the medicine that they gave me to try to pull me off of certain things or try to help me, I had to learn how to wean myself out of medicine that they were giving me. Wellbutrin is a strong, strong medicine, and it will mess with your heart. So I had to find other medicines, and sometimes self-medicated I did. But that was a way for me to try to numb the pain from what I kept coming to see. People don't know my real struggle. They only go off of what they have seen or what they have heard other people say about me. And the ones who are talking about me never really were that close to me because they haven't seen me in many, many years. I also, I have a friend. I think there's only one person, actually two people who probably know me. And that was a friend I had that I've known since the first grade all the way through, I was 21. Her name was Marissa. She knew me like a book. There was a friend I had named Candace. Candace knew me like a book. Anyone else that's out there claiming to think they really know me, because there's one female, I'm gonna say her name, Renita. Renita does not. She does not know me. She claims to know me. We have not been around each other in many, many years. So some of that stuff she's doing it for her own entertainment. We don't conversate. I haven't talked to her in probably a year, probably not two. I try to keep myself away from toxic people who have toxic energy. And I hope she see this message because I know she watches. I got a bunch of people stalking my page. I want certain ones to know that it's certain people out there in certain organizations I try to stay away from. Because I was involved with it. You know, I used to know how the Freemasons worked because I was involved with some. But when I walked away, some of those people, when I walked away from them, they tried to make my life a little rougher because I strayed away from the program. I don't move like that. I was a 33 degree. I was. Notice I walked away. I left the room because the teachings, the ways that they won't line up with the scripture to me. And they like to go in there and try to stage things, make it look like it's an accident and doing a fake insurance claim. So you have to be careful when you go to these places and people try to take these insurance policies out on you. Because anytime they feel like you get bigger than the program, they try to step in and cause harm to you. Be blessed. Most importantly, be alert, be observant, be blessed, and be encouraged. Get into your word, feed your spirit, man, feed your natural. Be blessed, be encouraged.